All right, today we're doing something a little different. We're going to be swapping spreadsheets for spatulas and exploring a really fascinating new way to build stronger, more creative teams. Let's see if the secret ingredient to corporate success might actually be hiding in the kitchen.
I know what you're thinking, right? Can baking a cake really build a better company? It sounds, well, a little out there. We're all used to things like trust falls and escape rooms for team building. But what happens when you trade that conference room for a pastry kitchen? Can something as simple as baking a cake together actually forge a stronger, more innovative team? Let's find out.
So, on one hand, you've got the corporate world. It's all about structure, analysis, and it is relentlessly driven by deadlines. And on the other hand, you've got the pastry kitchen, a space filled with creativity, sensory details, and, hands-on collaboration. The real question is, what happens when you mix these two very different worlds together?
Okay, so what exactly is pastry team building? Well, the official definition calls it a module designed to help people discover hidden talents, enhance their perception and creativity, and, this is the big one, foster a real sense of belonging with their team and their organization.
And here's the most important part. It's not really about the cake. The goal isn't just to bake a perfect dessert. The real point is the process itself. It's all about taking people out of their normal, everyday roles and just watching. Seeing how they communicate, solve problems, and work together when the playbook is thrown out the window.
So, if this is a new recipe for success, what are the key ingredients? What makes this whole thing work? Let's break down the specific benefits that this kind of approach promises to deliver.
It really boils down to three core things. First, discovering hidden talents in your colleagues. Second, sparking new ways of thinking and seeing things. And finally, building that glue that holds a great team together, a true sense of belonging.
All right, let's dig into that first ingredient, unlocking hidden talents. Think about it. In the office, we usually only see our coworkers through the very narrow lens of their job title. But what other skills are just sitting there, waiting for the right moment to show up? The idea of discovery is so important here. A hands-on, creative task can bring out skills that would just never appear in a quarterly report. We're talking about things like an incredible eye for detail, a natural flair for design, or maybe just surprisingly calm leadership when things start to go a little sideways.
And this just nails the concept perfectly, doesn't it? The person who normally just manages schedules and budgets might turn out to have this amazing artistic eye. And the analyst who's usually quiet in meetings, well, when faced with coordinating steps and measuring ingredients, they might just step up and become this incredible, clear-headed leader. And seeing these new talents in each other naturally leads to that second big outcome, a boost in perception and creativity. You see, baking isn't just about mindlessly following steps. It's a sensory experience. It forces you to pay attention in a new way. And it also demands some creative problem solving. What do you do when the chocolate won't set or the dough won't rise? You have to innovate, and you have to do it together.
Now we get to what might be the most powerful ingredient of all, creating a genuine sense of belonging. So how in the world does whisking eggs and kneading doughs lead to a stronger, more connected team?
This comparison really lays it all out. On the left, you've got your typical office structure. Very defined roles, individual tasks, a clear hierarchy. But in the kitchen, all of that just melts away. The roles become fluid, everyone is working toward one single tangible goal, and success depends completely on working together.
That shared experience of making something together, from a bunch of raw ingredients to a finished product, that creates a really powerful shared memory. It builds a story. And that success, no matter how small, directly builds that sense of belonging that is so crucial. You're not just coworkers anymore. You're the team that made that thing together.
So, the big question is, how do you take these lessons from the kitchen and bring them back into the boardroom? What's the real takeaway here, long after the last crumb is gone?
Well, the baking process itself ends up being the perfect metaphor for what it takes to build a great team. You start with your ingredients, the individual skills of everyone on your team, some of which you might have just discovered. Then comes the mixing, that fun, sometimes messy, collaboration where you learn to work together in new ways. And the final product? Well, it's not the cake, it's the team itself. Stronger, more connected, and way more aware of what it's capable of.
And this is the ultimate lesson. Honestly, it doesn't matter if the cake comes out a little lopsided. What really matters is that the team now has this shared success story. They have a totally new understanding of each other's strengths and a real, lived experience of turning individual efforts into a collective win. So all of this leaves us with a final thought.
Whether it's through baking or painting or something else entirely, maybe the key to unlocking your team's full potential is just finding that weird, unconventional challenge to tackle together. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What's your team's hidden recipe for success?